Imagine a world where every country uses the same money. No exchange rates, no currency conversions, just one universal currency. Sounds convenient, right? But is it really possible? And what would it take to make it happen? Let's dive into the fascinating idea of a single global currency and the challenges standing in its way. Throughout history, the concept of money has evolved significantly. From bartering systems to the creation of coins and paper money, each step has brought us closer to the complex financial systems we have today. In recent years, the rise of digital currencies and cryptocurrencies has sparked new discussions about the future of money. Could these innovations pave the way for a universal currency? Achieving a universal currency would require unprecedented global cooperation and agreement. It's a monumental task, but not entirely out of reach. However, the diversity of cultures and economies around the world presents significant challenges. Each country has its own unique financial system and economic priorities. As technology continues to advance, the dream of a universal currency might become more feasible, but it will require careful planning, innovation, and a willingness to overcome numerous obstacles. So, is a universal currency possible? The answer is complex, but the journey to explore this idea is undoubtedly fascinating. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the world of global finance and the potential for a single currency. The dream of a universal currency. Is it possible? Imagine a world where one currency rules them all. Could it bring stability or chaos to the global economy? Join us as we explore the possibilities and challenges. A universal currency could make international trade and travel incredibly simple. No more calculating exchange rates or paying conversion fees. Businesses could operate seamlessly across borders, and economies might become more interconnected. Some even argue it could reduce financial inequality between nations. Historically, the concept of a single currency has been explored but never fully realized. With advancements in technology, the dream of a universal currency seems more attainable than ever. Digital currencies could pave the way for a more unified global economy. However, there are significant challenges and debates surrounding the implementation of a universal currency. Critics argue that it could lead to economic instability and loss of monetary sovereignty for nations. Despite the challenges, the idea of a universal currency continues to inspire hope for a more connected and equitable world. But while the idea isn't new, achieving it today is far more complicated than in ancient empires. Let's look at why. In ancient Rome, the denarius was widely accepted across the empire, simplifying trade and commerce. Similarly, medieval trade coins facilitated transactions across different regions, despite the lack of a unified currency. However, the complexities of modern economies and international relations make the dream of a universal currency much more challenging. Let's delve deeper into the historical context to understand the evolution and the hurdles faced today. First up, economic disparities. Countries have vastly different financial conditions. A one-size-fits-all monetary policy might help some nations, but hurt others. For example, high inflation in one country could destabilize the entire system. Another challenge is the complexity of currency exchange rates. Exchange rates can fluctuate wildly, impacting international trade and investments. Global cooperation is essential but difficult to achieve. The interconnected nature of modern economies means that a problem in one region can quickly spread to others. Financial crises can have a domino effect, leading to global economic instability. The dream of a universal currency faces many hurdles, but understanding these challenges is the first step. Second, loss of financial control. Right now, countries adjust interest rates to manage their economies. They also print money based on their specific needs and economic conditions. With a universal currency, they'd have to give up that power, making it harder to tackle recessions or inflation locally. Central banks would lose their ability to respond quickly to local economic crises. This loss of financial control could lead to prolonged economic downturns. Countries would be more dependent on global financial policies, which may not always align with their national interests. The challenge would be to balance global and local economic needs effectively. And third, global financial risks. Without separate currencies, economic shocks could spread faster. Imagine a crisis like 2008, but with no independent currencies to soften the blow. The interconnectedness of a universal currency means that a financial crisis in one part of the world could quickly ripple through the entire global economy. This could lead to more severe and widespread economic downturns, as countries would lack the ability to devalue their own currencies to mitigate the impact. Central banks and financial institutions would face unprecedented challenges in managing such crises, potentially requiring coordinated global interventions. The risk of contagion would be higher, making it crucial for robust international financial regulations and safety nets to be in place. Some suggest regional currencies as a stepping stone, like a BRICS currency for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. This could test the waters without going fully global. The European Union has already demonstrated the potential of a regional currency with the euro, which has brought together multiple nations under a single monetary system. Similarly, ASEAN countries have discussed the possibility of a shared currency to enhance economic integration and stability in Southeast Asia. The African Union is also exploring the idea of a unified currency to boost trade and economic growth across the continent. These regional currencies could serve as important experiments, providing valuable insights and lessons for the potential development of a universal currency in the future. Another possibility: central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. Many countries are experimenting with digital versions of their money. If these systems become compatible, we might see smoother cross-border payments, even without a single currency. Digital wallets and mobile payment apps are becoming increasingly popular, making it easier for people to transact digitally. CBDCs could reduce transaction costs and increase financial inclusion, providing more people with access to financial services. International cooperation and discussions are crucial for the successful implementation of digital currencies on a global scale. Imagine a future where digital currencies are seamlessly integrated into our daily lives, making transactions faster and more efficient. Right now, political and economic differences make a universal currency unlikely. But as the world becomes more connected, who knows? Maybe decades from now we'll see a shift, but it'll require unprecedented global cooperation. The idea of a universal currency is fascinating, but it's a complex challenge. It would need a level of trust and collaboration that the world has never seen before. Yet, as technology advances and global ties strengthen, the possibility remains intriguing. It's a vision that could redefine global economics, but it's one that requires patience and innovation. Only time will tell if we can overcome the hurdles and make this dream a reality. What do you think? Should the world move toward one currency, or is diversity in money a good thing? Drop your thoughts in the comments. The idea of a universal currency has been debated for years, with strong arguments on both sides. Some believe it could simplify trade and reduce economic disparities. Others argue that it could lead to loss of financial sovereignty and cultural identity. It's a complex issue with no easy answers. We hope this video has given you some food for thought. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Thanks for watching!